Okay, got a new project today. I'm trying to knock this out before I go to California. I'm leaving on Friday to go work at Tesla for the next 2 weeks or so, and then I'm going to do a little bit of visiting to my family out there. It'll be quite fun, I believe. I'm hoping this project goes pretty well. But I'm leaving on Friday, and by the time you see this, I'll already be there because it'll be Saturday. From now on, I'm going to try doing just 2 videos a week, one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. And my intention is anything I do during the week, I'll upload and edit and have it loaded by Saturday evening. Then anything I do on the weekend, I'll have that taken care of and loaded by Wednesday. So you get 2 a week, and instead of me kind of driving myself crazy doing a bunch of different videos and then slapping up as quick as I can and things like that, it's getting a little too hectic. And this is just something I do as a hobby. It's not anything I'm looking to make money at. It's just I'm always doing something, and I figured I'd start documenting and things like that. So I don't want it to take up too much of my time doing it, and I don't want to stress out about it or anything. So it's just a matter of just getting it loaded. That's just kind of what I chose to do, instead of trying to do something every day or every other day or any type of real fixed schedule other than maybe twice a week. And depends on what I'm doing. Maybe when I'm in California, I might do something. I might not. I'm not sure. I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to, kind of go through the experience of leaving Detroit and then flying in. I'm going to have a layover somewhere, either Minnesota or Atlanta. And I'm going to fly from there over into San Jose, California, which is right next to Fremont. And then maybe I'll do a little blip of the entrance to the plant, and you can kind of get an idea what it is for me to travel there. And then I don't think they're going to let me video anything in the plant. But I don't know, maybe I'll sneak something in. I'm not sure. I just want to give you a little idea of what I'm working on, not necessarily what's in the plant, but kind of what I do. Or maybe some other time I'll do a day in the life of an automation controls engineer, leaving my house, going to work, and kind of giving you an idea what I do for the day, that type of thing. We'll see. I'll have to talk to my boss and see if that's allowed. So, all right. Well, anyway, a little bit of information. Today I'm going to do this oil catch can from Moroso. I had another one coming from Elite Engineering from a company called Maryland Speed, but I don't know what the hell is with them guys. I just had to dispute the charge because it's been 3 weeks and no response, no nothing. So my suggestion is don't order from Maryland Speed. I got this from Summit, and I literally got it the next day. I've never used this one. I mean, so it seems to be pretty nice. So it's right here. It's a little thing. It's pretty clean. I don't know if this is coated or not, anodized or anything. I guess I could put a little, wax or something on it just to keep it from tarnishing. But these brackets aren't even painted. They're just like galvanized steel of some sort. There's 2 of them here. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint them with some of this epoxy right here. And then once that dries, we'll go through the install process. Okay? The kit comes with 2 different brackets. It says to find out which one you have by validating the distance here. I've already done that, and I actually went and painted it black. So I'm going to do that right now. And then I'll show you where it goes. Got some 2 10mm bolts. The long one goes up top, the short one goes in the bottom. We'll get the bracket. Now I want to make sure it didn't come with new bolts. To answer that question, it does not come with new bolts, so you're going to reuse the old ones. I painted this a couple hours ago. Should be good. It feels a little soft, but it's alright. I will be gentle. So I'm just tightening them just to, I mean, they're only 10mm. So, I mean, you could probably find the torque on them and specify, but I just pull them until they're snug. A good pull. So, I mean, it is going through plastic. So, all we're doing is sandwiching the new bracket. So, that is right there. You can see it. Let's try it. It's going this way. You see it? Right in here. The new one mounts off of here. Sit you back down. So we installed it. It says it's stainless steel, but I painted it black anyway. Just because I thought it was ugly. So now we actually have the other side of the bracket. I didn't paint that one. That's this other one right here. You see it? So it looks like it goes on like that. Onto it like that. So that's what I'll do. Paint it up a little bit. I'll just mount it on this way. You know, I may send this out to be anodized in the future here, but it kind of matches my pulley. I'm just tightening this as tight as I can by hand. Okay. Okay, so has to do that next. The bracket goes on like shown. The long bolt goes into here. Okay, we're just going to place that loose just to get it in there. That's on there. And then you have your two smaller ones here. We're going to put those on here. Now, I'm going to be particularly anal. I'm going to go grab a level. So when I go to set it up and tighten it, I'm going to take this, I'm going to crack it loose. I'm going to put the torpedo level on here. It's just a little cheapy torpedo level. You can get just about anywhere. And then I'll level it and just tighten it up. But for now, I'm just going to snug it right here, and that's it. So I got it within the window, so it's close enough. So that's the bracket install. We'll go set this aside for now. Now I gotta put the fittings on. So I'm gonna guess by the direction of the writing. It actually shows you with the 90-degree fittings. I'm just gonna carefully put these in place. 90-degree fittings. It doesn't say in and out on this thing. I don't know if it matters, but it shows them in that direction in reference. Both fittings facing the same direction. So I'm going to guess that that means it would go like this way in the assembly with both fittings facing that way. So I'm going to go put these on in that direction. It doesn't say anything about the bottom one yet. Okay, the bottom one goes 90 degrees in reference to the can here. The bottom one's going to go 90 degrees and face that way. So that means it's going to be facing that way underneath the vehicle. You could probably put a drain tube or something on to drain it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these on. Okay, a good trick to when you're putting the tape on, see the way I'm holding the fitting right now? Okay? You want to start it going this way. So as you rotate around, when you go to snap it off, you're not going to go back and pull your tape back off your threads. So you want it in this direction, just roll it around. So that's one full turn. I usually go 2 turns. So about like that, and then I'll break it off. Okay, so now when I go to put it on, as it rotates on, it actually goes with the wrap that's already put on, so it doesn't pull the tape back off. Just a tip. Okay, back as a reference, it's going to install this way, like this. I got everything kind of loose fit right now. Another good tip when you're putting these on, always crank it till they're tighter, never loose. You always want to go more. So if it's not far enough and it's easier just to go break it loose and be right there, don't do it. You got to force it in a whole nother revolution. So you snap it off and drop it on the ground. Okay, and by the way, you did hear me correct. I dropped it. So that's another good tip. Make sure you do this on a bench where you got good grip. Because see how it got nicked up right here? Luckily it hit the bottom. I didn't have this in very far, and I was kind of using it as leverage when I was cranking these down. So I ended up dropping it. Luckily it bounced on the bottom. You were not going to be able to see it. Didn't hit the top or anything. But I ended up going over the bench and I put a rag underneath. I set it down, then I tightened it down. So yeah. I messed it up, but it is what it is. Luckily it's on the bottom, so you won't even really see it. And odds are this thing will probably get pretty nasty. I did put some C-Quartz Deluxe on it, but I don't know if it's going to work. So we'll see. A little rubber cap goes here. Okay, next step, place it in, so it looks like it goes in like so, like that, insert into the billet bracket, barbed hose facing firewall of vehicle, so that is the direction I went. Next step, tighten billet clamp, so now it says to tighten it, so I will tighten it. I'm going to lift it up a little bit, about to the point where the part I can rotate. You can, it's in 2 pieces right now. So, well, it doesn't give you much, does it? So I guess you got to sit it right down there. So I'm going to tighten up right there. And that's spun. It's fantastic. I'm not sure if I really like this bracket with this single bolt effect here we got going on. Yeah, no matter what I do, I can move it. I don't like it. I'm not liking it. Should be 2 bolts. You know, they should have some sort of bracket off of here. That type of thing, you know? Not this single bolt crap. I mean, what if this thing just sits there and kind of hangs out in space? What if it broke loose and fell? Imagine what that would do if it fell down in there. May make a new bracket at work, maybe. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that. I may make another one. I'm not really sure if I like this. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, damn, look at it. Taking off this one little piece of bracket over here. Alright, well, on to the next step. I'm gonna browse ahead to see where this hose is supposed to go, because it's not telling you. So I guess in the previous step I was supposed to take this off. I skipped right through to the LSA version. I guess it's down here. Yeah, this is the hose right here. It's way in here. See if I can get a screwdriver or something in there. Well, gotta give me a second. Okay, here's that tube. There's a little trick to it. See these little tabs right here? This little tab right here? You have to push towards you. You know, pull it in this direction, and then you can pull it out. I used a little screwdriver from underneath. I was able to hit this one with a screwdriver and push the tab down and pull it out of the bottom, and it came right off. And then the upper one, I was able to stick a screwdriver from the side over here and pull up and then pull it out, and it came right out. So you can see the two connections down there. So keep this somewhere with all your other spare parts, or whatever parts you want to call them, your factory parts, because you may put it back. So you obviously want to put this thing in an orientation where you can get to it. So I think I may put it in this way. I'm going to go grab a little socket. It's 1/4 drive, and I have my little adapter here. Put it on this way. And I'm going to try snaking it through down here, I think. I'll look at some other images just to get some reference here. Yeah, that's what they did. They snaked it around down there. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on. Sure isn't a lot of room to get your fingers in there. Kind of wiggling it on as I go. You're going to want to seat that one all the way down. There's like a little stop on there. I'll show you here in a second. As soon as I get this thing on there. I'm just kind of pushing from this end and wiggling from over here. Okay, it's all the way down. I'm going to validate it by sticking my fingers on there. Yep, I can feel it right there. I'll keep that right there. Can you see down there? See if I can move you in there. Can you see right there? It's up all the way in. Then we have the other one to do right here. Right there. This new mount's pretty cool. It's made by Joby. Seems to be pretty cool so far. So that one's there. See, I can put the other one behind it, and I will snake it in like this, I think. Keep it out of the way. Now this stuff moves. It moves out here, but not back here. So I'm going to tighten that one up back there. Okay, it's tight. Okay, give it a good snug. That's good to go. I'll get this other one in there. I'll trim it off. I'll trim the hose off afterwards. I'm going to put it in the same orientation. I have to snake it in here as well.
gonna use my little screwdriver here and help me guide it on straight. You know what would be nice is if these companies actually got with like General Motors and whatnot and actually use the factory style connectors so you can just snap these things on, you know? This is kind of stupid. Shouldn't have to play with this like this. Keeps wanting to buckle backwards on me. Slowly but surely. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So this has actually two systems on it. There's an upper and a lower. So this one goes into my air cleaner. Interesting. Almost. Feel free to skip ahead of this part because this is, I think everybody's going to struggle. And then I drop the screwdriver down here. Come on. Really don't want to gouge it with a screwdriver. Okay, it's on there. I'm sure you can see that right there. So I'll tighten it up. Not too tight, just snug. Okay, it's on there. Okay. Okay. Nice sharp razor blade. Cut this to about right there. Tighten that up. Okay, I'm going to put hose clamps on here because I don't believe in just shoving that on. That to me seems a little cheesy. I'm going to measure this one. Same way. Right there. Okay. So I have these little hose ones, these hose clamps right here. And I'm going to use these. Maybe not. This is on there pretty good. Yeah, I'd say you don't need hose clamps. Those are pretty tight. I think you bottom that out. You're good to go. Yeah, I think you're good. There we go. We'll do a last check of all the bolts. Okay, those are good. Check these bolts. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. We should be ready to fire it up. Put the engine cover back on. Okay, everything's on. Let's fire it up. I'm gonna check for vacuum leaks. I think it's pretty good. Got a little valve down there with a little drain hose. You can put a hose on there and run it down. Probably use the rest of this right here and drain it. That's a pretty good idea. Or you can just twist the bottom of the can off.